Hey folks, this is Vint with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to play Star Trek Judgment Rites. This is an old school game, one that I played when I was much younger. Um, Due to a medical issue, I won't be able to speak very much because my ears are in the process of healing. So this is going to be more of a silent stream, but if you want to contribute in the stream chat, be more than happy to do so. But I'm just going to go ahead and play this for a bit, and as long as I can, and try to just relive some of this nostalgia. All right, so Star Trek Judgment Rites is a adventure game where you're going to be controlling the crew of the old school Enterprise with Captain Kirk and Spock and that. And you're going to try to puzzle out missions. Star Trek Judgment Rites is the sequel to Star Trek 25th Anniversary, which was also on DOS as well. So again, old school, DOS, Windows 3.1, that kind of thing. All right, let's go ahead and, enter. Let's hope this works.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its mission, to explore strange new worlds, to discover new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
It's awesome that they redid this with the voice actors. The original game didn't have the voice acting. This one did. CD-ROM.
Load a previously saved game. Restart the game.
Captain's log, stardate 6223.8. We are en route to the glorious Pebble Scientific Academy, where we...
Enterprise, this is Captain Luke Rayner of the USS Alexander. We have returned from the future. In 8 days, the United Federation of Planets will be completely destroyed. A new...
My God. Captain's log supplemental. We have tracked the Alexander's course to Espoir Station, a scientific research facility in the Omega Maelstrom sector. We're about to set course for that system, hoping to discover the subject of its last ominous message.
Alright, let's see if I remember how to do this.
Raising shields.
S for shields, W for
Arming
weapons. Alright, now, what came with the box was a manual with a star chart in it. Unfortunately, I don't have the manual, but I did look up a guide with the star map on it. So, I need to look at that real quick. Let's see. Omega Maelstrom. Alright, Espoir Station is number 12, so N for navigation. Yeah, see, the star chart doesn't tell you the name of the system. You had to go into the rulebook, find the map, and then find the number key, and then, yeah, it's annoying. I don't know why the star chart in the rulebook or the game itself just didn't tell you. But here we go.
Captain, the Elossi frigate is decloaking.
In addition to its cloaking capabilities, the ship is mounted with 3 forward-firing photon torpedo bays.
We are being hailed.
On screen.
This is Captain Bevander Zane of the Elossi frigate interdiction. You are no match for our new Storm-class frigates. We demand your immediate surrender.
Forget it. Give us 5 minutes to decide. No matter how good your ships are, they're still being captained by lice-ridden Elossi hypocrites. I would lose all self-respect surrendering to a person like you.
He delivers that so nonchalantly. The voice acting. I mean, I'm so happy they got the original voice actors, but holy cow. Okay.
Forget it. Give us 5 minutes to decide. Forget it.
I believe that you humans have a fantastic expression. Your choice, your funeral. Goodbye, Enterprise.
That MIDI Star Trek music. At least the mouse controls are relatively smooth.
Captain, they are fleeing!
Captain's log. We have engaged in a battle against the Alasi. I cannot help but wonder if there is a connection between them and the message that we have received from the Alexander.
Captain, you don't seriously expect us to believe that the Alasi could threaten the Federation?
Those Cossacks couldn't threaten my grandmother.
It does seem inconsistent with what we know.
I'm still suspicious, Mr. Spock. Just call it human intuition.
Captain, I'm receiving a message from the station manager.
On screen.
Captain, I'm James Monroe, commander of Espoir Station. We witnessed your battle against the Alasi. They've bothered us a lot in the last few weeks. We're very grateful.
Do you mind if we come down and take a look at your station? Really? Then why haven't you filed reports with Starfleet? We've heard disturbing reports about your activities. We've come to take a look at your research. Do you mind if we come down and take a look at your station?
I love that even the choices are voice acted.
Espoir Station would be glad to greet a starship as famous as the Enterprise. We'll send coordinates and you may transport aboard at your convenience.
Lowering shields, Captain.
The mission of Espoir Station is to study gravity's end, the only known proto-universe phenomenon in the galaxy.
Proto-universe phenomenon? I've heard a lot of things, Mr. Spock.
The proto-universe phenomenon, or proto-event, is a place where a Big Bang occurring in another universe deposits matter into ours. It is also noted for intense space-time distortions. The equipment on the station is highly advanced, but they appear to be of non-Federation design. There are areas protected by force fields which sensors cannot penetrate.
Could a rupture have occurred in this proto-event that would destroy this section of the galaxy?
That is possible. However, a rupture of that intensity would almost certainly have destroyed the Alexander. We do not have many facts, but those we have do not support that hypothesis.
Greetings, Dr. Monroe. I'm Captain Kirk.
Yes, it's been made clear who you are, Captain Kirk. Espoir Station is glad to meet you. In fact, we have something interesting to show you.
That may be why we're here. What the?
The modified tractor overload beam can be quite lethal, Captain. I suggest you surrender immediately or we will crack your ship like an egg.
Why are you doing this? You won't get away with this. How can a loyal Federation scientist do a thing like this?
Dr. Monroe's loyalty to the Federation is more tenuous than you believe, Kirk.
Verdell.
Jim, isn't he that maniac who wanted revenge on you and...
I am the one who headed the Verdane program to build our improved versions of your starships. And despite the setback caused by your interference, I survived.
I thought you were killed when your pathetic imitation of the Enterprise was destroyed.
Fortunately, a Cloak Delassie frigate transported me before my bridge was destroyed. Fortunate for one of us, that is.
You intend to destroy the entire Federation? Is that the only thing you ever think of, Verdell? Revenge? Of course, Verdell, even surrounded by your goons. You're still too much of a coward to face me in person. You intend to destroy the entire Federation?
Guards, put them in the brig and let them rot.
love that MIDI Star Trek music.
Welcome to Espoir, Captain Kirk. I've been asked to make certain your stay is uncomfortable. What did you do to Dr. Burdell anyway?
11 years ago, as a lieutenant on the Farragut, I exposed his scheme to overthrow the Bardane Council. They dismissed him from their science council in disgrace. He's vowed revenge ever since.
That explains it. Never get involved in politics or get on the good doctor's bad side.
It doesn't sound like you care that much for Burdell.
Well, he's never been interested in winning popularity contests. By the way, the name's Shem. Manau Shem.
Captain, I estimate the odds of finding and destroying Burdell's doomsday weapon at 186 to 1.
That's better odds than usual.
I am factoring in your record at performing nearly impossible feats, Captain. Otherwise, the odds would be 8,552 to 1.
What would I do without your encouragement, Spock?
I cannot speculate, Captain. I'm getting a little too old to play hero, Jim.
But you do it so well, Bones. If there's ever been a mission that we mustn't fail, this is it.
It's somewhat humbling to know that over 100 billion people are depending on you.
What's on your mind, Captain?
Dr. McCoy, he's very sick. You wouldn't happen to be related to Vakata Sheen by any chance? Do you realize that you're working for a madman? You wouldn't happen to be related to Vakata Sheen by any chance?
Yes. He was my father.
How's he doing?
He's dead. He tried to betray the Bardane Starship program to the Federation and was executed 9 years ago.
I'm sorry to hear that. I knew him when I was on Bardane. He was a good man.
Obviously, someone felt differently. Since then, Dr. Burdell took me under his wing. I proved more able as a security officer than as a scientist.
Then you should know that Burdell is insane. Why don't you try coming inside for a moment? Let's see how tough a security officer you are. And what do you think of your father's death?
How do you think I felt?
I called him my friend. He had the courage of his beliefs. It must have been difficult having people constantly saying that you are a traitor's son. How many times did Burdell say that to you? Help us avenge his death. 10 years ago, he helped me expose him to the Bardane Council. He died because he was Burdell's enemy, not because he was a traitor. If I can expose Burdell's plans, then your father's name will be cleared.
I have a duty, Captain. A responsibility to guard this station and its crew. If I do as you ask, I betray the man who killed my father, and also betray a lot of friends in station security who did nothing to him.
It's a difficult choice. Questions of morality are always difficult. Your friends are alive. Your father has no one except you. And how does Burdell treat your friends? It's a difficult choice. Questions of morality are always difficult.
I'm a guard. I have a responsibility. I can't respect myself if I betray my duty.
You get no response.
What's on your mind, Captain?
You wouldn't happen to be related to...
Yes. He was my father.
How's he doing?
He's dead. He tried to betray...
I'm sorry to hear that.
Obviously someone...
Then you should know that... Why don't you try coming in? What do you think of your father?
How do you think I felt?
I called him my friend.
I am glad that someone has good memories of him.
I cannot believe that Vakata Sheen's son would blindly follow Burdell. I have memories of a man of honor and compassion on a world that did not always admire those qualities. A man whose respect for life caused him to intercede when our landing party faced summary execution, when it would have been easier for him to let us be killed.
I suppose he deserves to be repaid for his kindness. I'll help you, Captain. I've opened the lockers. Try not to kill anybody. Some of these people are my friends, although I suppose I may as well start using the past tense. I'll follow after you've used the turbo lift.
Phasers taken. Tricorders and medkit taken. Communicators taken.
The layout of this base is interesting, Captain. Its modular design makes it easier for a small security detachment to guard.
The Bardane values secrecy even more than security.
There they are! Get them! Fire!
I hate when they do that. The floor isn't alive, Jim.
You're too late. I've set the computer on a continuous auto-diagnostic. You'll never be able to get it online.
I don't believe in the word never.
We will need to end the diagnostic cycle, Captain. It is currently playing chess against itself. Captain, the computer is locked into an infinite loop. It will continue playing the game until it defeats itself. I can interrupt the moves and input my own.
Try rook to queen's level 3. That will threaten its bishop. Try knight to king level 1. That will shore up our defenses. Try queen to queen's level 2. Let's sacrifice our queen to take that knight. Try rook to queen's level 3. That will threaten its bishop.
An excellent move.
Now let's push a pawn on king's level. That will force it into a more stable position. Now move your other rook to support it on queen's level. We should be able to threaten the queen or the bishop. Let's try something a little dangerous. Rook to king's level 2. Now move your other rook to support it on queen's level. We should be able to threaten the queen or the bishop.
It seemed to be expecting something else, Captain. Its queen is vulnerable.
Let's not be too hasty. Advancing the bishop to support the rook will give us a solid advantage on the board. Let's confuse it with a sacrifice. It might be interesting to trade queens. Let's take the queen and see if it resigns.
A superb game, Captain. You have mated it. The diagnostic cycle has ended.
Excellent, Spock. Can you access the computer?
The main memory unit will not accept my attempts to access. I will need to find a more friendly interface with enough memory to hold the information. Captain, I need to find something to interface with the computer and store the files that are dumped into it. We may be able to use the tricorders. Captain, I am connecting the science tricorder to the central computer. We can use it to tap into the computer now that the diagnostic cycle is finished. We might use Dr. McCoy's tricorder as well. Captain, I am connecting the medical tricorder to the central computer. Success, Captain. I have access to Burdell's Project Big Bang files and to the access code for his personal quarters. Captain, the main computers are behind the chess set. I will attempt to access them. Success, Captain. I have access to Burdell's Project Big Bang file.
Pacers on stun.
I am disabling their backups. It includes several systems that are not controlled from this station.
Oh, that's even worse than the damn transporter.
disabling their communications network. We will now have a clear channel to the Enterprise. I am disabling their weapons control. I do not detect access to anything around the proto-event.
Don't hurt me! Please! And could someone do something for my allergies?
Hold still. That should help. And try to calm down. We're the good guys.
Thank you for helping me with my allergies. I guess not all Federation people are bad.
Well, we normally like to think of ourselves as humanitarians.
Unfortunately, that is not what Dr. Burdell tells most Vardane. Anyway, I guess I should get rid of that creeper.
How dare you come aboard this station and disturb our delicate work, you Starfleet brute!
And I thought Harry Mudd was annoying.
Dr. Monroe seems to be constantly monitoring data from the console in his chair. The main viewing screen.
I do not see the logic in that action.
Jim, what's that smell?
Wanaka gas, a knockout gas with an extremely long effect.
We have mere seconds to neutralize it or get out of here.
I do not have enough experience on the instrument, Captain. I do not believe that it would be advisable. I do not see the logic in that action.
This appears to be a synthesis between a computer and a musical instrument.
A Kikilian. How rare.
What is it?
It has many uses, Bones, but it's most commonly used as a mood inducer. It emits subsonic vibrations at a wavelength that stimulates the emotional centers of the human brain.
Maybe we could use it on the Verdane.
The effects of a Kikilian are not significant enough to radically change emotional states. If it had such abilities, logic would suggest it would have wide use as a narcotic.
Well, that's one great plan that's gone down in flames.
Save new game. An atmospheric purifier. It is capable of removing contaminants from large quantities of air or water in less than a second. It carries the brand of the Save a Ship Manufacturing Corporation.
Now, why would you need an atmosphere purifier on a space station? The filters should be built into the life support system.
I suspect it could help someone with extreme allergies.
The filter is bulky but portable. A food synthesizer. This is a wall cabinet. This seems pointless.
I don't think I'm hungry right now. It's locked.
Jim, I don't think this is a time to be sleeping on the job.
A selection of bound technical printouts. One of the technicians really loves his work. A mutated Antarian man-killer, an improved version of one of the most feared animals in the galaxy. A large machine. It looks like the center of an experiment.
I cannot say that I've ever encountered this technology before, Captain.
Rather cramped living quarters. Only a small step up from Klingon ships.
No wonder the Klingons have such a bad temper.
We'd better be quiet. There's a gentleman on the bed who might quarrel with us if we wake him up.
A Vardane guard, currently asleep.
He looks sick, Jim. This will keep him unconscious. I can't cure him with a med kit. His infection is not easily treatable.
The dummies are not easy to carry, but you manage. A target for laser firing practice. A small shifting holographic bullseye is certain to challenge even the most skilled marksman. The target is firmly attached to the wall.
Surrender or die.
Surrender. Or we'll phaser the airlock and we'll all go flying out together. Can I have 5 minutes to think about it? We surrender.
Let's get their weapons.
Seven with one blow.
An exaggeration, Doctor.
Come on, you two. Spock, could we use this system to give them some sort of erroneous message about their cosmic ray field? Make them believe it's about to collapse. Force them to abandon the station?
Negative, Captain. I would require much more effective access to their monitoring systems.
Do you really think that the real zealots would abandon this project under any circumstances?
Well, I can't seem to open these doors.
I am unable to open them, Captain. They require a retina scan, a voice pattern, and a key code.
Let me guess, Bradell's.
Dr. Bradell would seem to be exhibiting signs of the human emotion, paranoia.
That's an understatement. Spock, remove the atmosphere. Spock, sabotage the system. Spock, remove the Spock, sabotage the system.
The controls are no longer functioning, Captain.
Spock, open the outer door. Spock, sabotage the system.
The controls are no longer functioning, Captain.
Spock, could we use this system?
Negative, Captain.
Do you really think that the real... Jim, what's that smell?
Wanaka gas. A knockout gas with an extremely long effect.
We have mere seconds to neutralize it or get out of here. The air is being purified almost immediately. Ah, good old starbase filtered air. So dry it makes me want to drink a glass of water every 5 minutes.
I'm sure we can transport you into water if you really want some.
Damn transporters. If man were meant to fly around the universe, God would have allowed him to disassemble his own molecules.
Captain, all areas of the ship except Bradell's quarters are accessible by transport. We have access without transport to all areas except security.
Unfortunately, They'll be able to draw a bead on us the moment we start transporting, and will be able to blow us away the moment we materialize. We need a distraction.
We are ready to transport the dummies, Captain. That should prove an adequate distraction for us to get into security.
At least we have a chance now.
Captain, all areas of the ship except Burdell's quarters are accessible by transport. We have access without transport to all areas except security.
The dummies should provide a convincing decoy during transport and give us the edge we need. Set transport coordinates for security. Let's transport later. Set transport coordinates for security.
Damn it, I'm a doctor, not a target.
I have deactivated the communications tracking systems, Captain. Captain, this console has been disassembled for routine maintenance. I have lowered the force fields in the special projects room.
I give you credit, Earther. You show extraordinary guile. Well played, Captain.
I'm not playing games. I'm trying to prevent Burdell from destroying the Federation. What's your name, mister? You're not so bad yourself. What are you doing, lowering yourself by working for a lunatic like Burdell? I'm not playing games. I'm trying to prevent Burdell from destroying the Federation.
I trust you have evidence to back this claim.
If I presented evidence, would you help me stop him?
Is there any reason why I should?
Do you want to see 100 billion people die? Do you want to see the survivors of the Federation destroy Vardain?
Not particularly. And Burdell has not treated us with the honor that the soldier class of Vardain demands. If this action threatens Vardain, our class code demands that we help you.
I'll try to provide that evidence.
I can't stop you right now. If you return here and present evidence of your claim, I will look at it. Until you can prove your claim, Kirk, my men will hunt you down like animals.
I have copies of Burdell's files taken from the main computer. I believe you will find them to be authentic and of extreme interest.
The date on these files and the security code is from before you boarded. It appears you are telling the truth. This action will have consequences that are not in the best interest of the Vardain. I have no choice but to help you. How goes the revolution, Captain?
Jim, look out!
Captain, I have deactivated the tractor beam. The Enterprise is now free.
The door is locked.
Here is the code, Captain.
Well, it appears all of those misspent years playing chess have finally been put to good use, Mr. Spock. We can now enter Burdell's quarters.
Misspent years, Captain?
Definitely, Spock. You could have been spending time studying or playing baseball with family and friends.
Vulcans do not play baseball, Doctor. Nor do many humans in this century.
Let's go. I want to have a few words with my old friend, Dr. Bradell.
So, you managed to elude our security. I'll have their heads.
It's over, Bradell. Surrender peacefully, and we'll guarantee you a fair trial.
I will not submit to a trial by a tribunal of chattering apes. We are the Vardane. Lesser species have no right to judge us.
Your experiment is over, Bradell. Morality transcends the differences in species, Bradell. You don't honestly think you can defy the three of us, do you, Bradell? Morality transcends the differences in species, Bradell.
Morality. It is an invention designed to make lesser people feel superior. The universe is full of moral people, and for the most part, they are dead wood. People who are preoccupied with morality never make history. You always did love to lecture, Kirk. You'll be the most self-righteous corpse in the galaxy.
I'll read it. According to this book, Bradell's secret code is 2162.
You pick up Bradell's journal, and a bookmark falls out.
This is unusual, Captain. I would not have expected a man like Bradell to rely on a paper record.
Who knows, Spock?
Captain, there is a number coded in base 64. The number is 2188.
A dartboard. A very good likeness of James T. Kirk is its chief decoration. The offending dartboard is removed, revealing a set of controls.
I will need the correct code, Captain.
We've seen two possible codes, Mr. Spock. 2162, 2188.
I have activated the code circuit. The proto-event weapon is decloaking. I have also managed to deactivate the station's shields and have a clear communications channel to the Enterprise.
Broadcast the coordinates, Mr. Spock. Have the Enterprise destroy that weapon.
The coordinates have been sent.
Scotty, 3 to beam up. That has to be one of the most welcome explosions that anyone will ever see.
There is turmoil on the Vardane Council, Captain. The members who supported Bradell's anti-Federation policies have been forced to resign. I expect improved relations between the Federation and Vardane.
That's good to hear. Though history shows that suppressed movements like Bradell's have a habit of resurfacing at inconvenient moments.
And Bradell is now a Federation prisoner. I hope this will not prove to be a rallying point for those Vardane who hate the Federation.
I've received word that Mr. Shem's application to enter Starfleet Academy has been accepted. He should make a fine officer one day.
Captain, I'm receiving a message from the USS Alexander.
The Alexander?
Temporal paradoxes are most fascinating, aren't they, Mr. Spock?
Are you attempting to annoy me, Doctor?
On screen.
Luke Rayner here. I know we've never met.
Yes, of course.
We got your signal, and Starfleet has asked us to assist in cleaning up your operation.
It's good to have you with us. Better than you could possibly guess.
I don't understand, Captain.
It's a long story. Come aboard, and I'll tell it to you.
I reviewed your report from your recent assignment, Captain, and have a few comments. The top brass at Starfleet are impressed with the results of your recent performance. Outstanding work, Jim. Keep up the good work. Kane out.
Aye, Captain, I'm looking forward to taking leave on Nova Atar. The museum there is supposed to be quite excellent. Lots of antique and one-of-a-kind machinery.
Commander, are you certain it's not the Kazakhstanian cognac you're looking forward to?
Do they make that there, laddie? I don't know.
Why, Mr. Scott, I'm surprised at you, not knowing the location of a famous distillery.
We invented that brandy, you know.
Right.
Of course you did.
No, really. We did.
No one would ever doubt you, Ensign, however...
Sorry to interrupt, Captain, but we have an emergency call from the science vessel Demeter. She's in orbit around Balkos 3.
On screen.
Captain Kirk, good to see you're in the area.
You have an emergency, Commander Gelman?
Well, I'm not sure, actually. Maybe more of a case of better safe than sorry. We're orbiting Balkos 3 to study the Balkosi, a race of people just entering their own Stone Age. We've only been here 2 days. Already, we've found some unusual data. But just a few minutes ago, during the deep geologic probing phase, we were suddenly scanned.
Scanned? I thought the Balkosi were just developing.
They are, Captain. And there haven't been any indications of old civilizations until now. The scan was also of extreme power. Following that, we detected a power source coming online. We'll send the coordinates along with all the other information we've gathered. I was a little concerned that we triggered an old defense mechanism. With the amount of information it pulled in its scan, we'd be an easy target. I've moved the Demeter to a higher orbit on the far side of the planet.
Quite reasonable, Commander. We're on our way.
Thank you, Captain.
Kirk out.
Save new game.
Alright folks, I am taking a break. If you guys are interested in seeing more of this, I'll be happy to stream it. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube, that way you can stay up to date with any new content I happen to publish. This is Vince, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Take care.